Welcome back into Heroes Lounge. We're in Division 3 in our best of 3. Fifth best of 3 of the day. But people want to say best of 5. Fifth best of 3 of the day. We got Lazer Sharks in the blue. We've got a Tychus, Dahaka, Rhaegar, May, and Chromie. For Murloc Inquisition, a team actually living up to their name for the first time ever. We've got a Murky, Anubarak, Genji, Brightwing, and Junkrat. Now, the fun little prediction I posed to all of you at home is, which team will get the first boss here on Towers of Doom? Will it be the side of Lazer Sharks? Will it be the side of Murloc Inquisition? Or will no boss be taken? I know that 3 votes are very daunting to Twitch viewers, but you know what? Chat, I believe in you. I think you can figure out how to vote for all 3 of these. Not, you know what I mean. I think we can get some odds going here as goodbye. Eric's the Swift swiftly making their way back to the Hall of Storms, am I right? Anubarak goes down, first blood over the side of Lazer Sharks. I don't know if that sways your votes at all, as there are no... Oh, whoa, 5k on Lazer Sharks out the gate. A lot of love for Lazer Sharks in this stream. I don't know how that all happened, but chat just loves Lazer Sharks. I don't know if it's the name, I don't know if it's the players, don't know if it's the division, but I can't complain. They're usually good games, so... Genji up into the top lane, up against Haka, who's just going to be doing his best to keep building out stacks at level 1. He's got that enhanced agility. Haka also dropping low rapidly from Genji's sustained damage at range. We've got the sapper camps to be traded out here. Chromie did go into Time Walker's Pursuit at level 1. You can see on the right-hand side, she still has vision of the enemy team for 4 more seconds after revealing an enemy hero. You get a 4-second reveal of an area, and then if you reveal an enemy hero, you saw how that reveal continues on just the targeted enemy heroes. It's because they have frickin' lasers. How hard is it to get frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads? I know we should probably never get it, because it's just, it's, you know. Austin Powers 4 would be wild. I don't think we'll ever get it. But an Austin Powers 4 would have, man, they hinted at it and everything, too. At the end of Goldmember, they had Scott becoming an evil, if you will. Losing all of his hair and stuff, so. Oh, well. Feeling really good about this gamble. 5,000 on Lazer Sharks, nothing on Murloc Inquisition, and 99 on No Boss Taken. You love to see it. You love to see it. As I said, Twitch chat gets so nervous when you put 3 options for a gamble. Twitch chat gets so absolutely confused what to do. They're like, that's too many options. Murky bribes the sapper camp for the top lane. Dahaka to try and clear things out, but those sappers should collide with the fort front gate. Maybe Dahaka gets... Oh, he actually holds this in the lane. Murky is able to bubble up, and that still triggers the other one. Drag from Dahaka, not connecting. First triple altar phase spawning on the map here. Little concussion mine set up on the ground over here. Eric the Swift. Oh, he's Bed of Barbs. Okay, he's beetle building with those juiced beetles, or the Legion of Beetles at level 1. Juiced beetles is later on, but he is going to be Bed of Barbs. It is damage over time on the ground, so it is a nice way to delay out the objective phase against enemy heroes. How long is that for? 3.5 seconds. Genji poking at Dahaka a little bit here. Calm is able to dissuade the Genji with a little bit of sand. Seems like the robot doesn't like to get sand in its gears. Anubarak can see that little damage over time. Onto the tower. But the big thing, as I mentioned, it's a good delay around the objective phase, trying to stall out people from getting the channel. Genji Deflect is activated. Phase shift from Brightwing is forced out. I think she was a little panicked that he'd take a lot more damage. But he's fine. 7 talent. Ooh, battery backup for May. You press this, and then you pop Cryo Freeze, you get like 60% of your health back. It's insane how much HP you can get back. Of course, that's if you're taking no damage and no healing reduction, but I don't believe there's any healing reduction on the side of Murloc Inquisition. Oh, good soothing mist from Brightwing. She stays safe. Genji jumps into the backline trying to pressure Rhaegar, who is going to take a lot of damage. Androth wiggles his way into the back, gets a chain heal out. He is Earth Living Enchantment level 4, so that extra healing over time onto targets below 50%. I believe it counts as him as, or he counts as well as one of those targets if he self-casts. Temporal Loop from Chromie will be grabbed at level 10. 1, 2, 3 sappers make their way into this fort front gate. Murky Dahaka still doing double soak. Let's cycle through the other numbers. Well, my mustache is so itchy. Boss is up and available. 5 minutes in. We've got the Laugh of the Boss, double altar phase coming up next. And, well, chat, what are you thinking? Who's going to be able to take this first objective phase? Who's going to get the vast majority of the shots out? Let's take a look and find out. Oh, man. Puck is doing their best to dash and dip dive out of this one. Speaking of dives, we have got Genji spawned back in. Swift Strike onto Pluck, almost taking them down. Double Alter Phase is up and available. Dahaka, if you are wondering, does have Brush Talk off cooldown. He's actually going to use it right now. He's Brush Talking near the Murky. Should get the delay onto that one. But the big team fight is around this bottom lane objective. Calm is going to be blasted around on that Chromie. Junkrat's poke potential from Heiko, doing fairly good here. More frag launcher grenades to delay out the objective channel from Chromie. Somehow Murky's still alive up against Dahaka. And Dahaka will cancel because he doesn't want to get hit by the puffer. Drag does not connect. Don't know if we have Feeding Frenzy 7. Didn't check Dahaka's 7, but we will. Actually, no, we got it right there. So Feeding Frenzy, absolutely. So he's got cooldown reduction on that. He also has a drag duration increase. If Dahaka can get a good drag onto Chromie, I do believe, or onto Murky, do believe he'll be able to get that kill. But with Chromie going down to Genji on the left-hand side, Dahaka's delayed way too long. And he has to leave this, especially without level 10. Gotta be careful. You don't want to get octo-grabbed and blown up by the enemy. Deck card coin, playing with fire a little bit here. Eric the Swift will get dragged, I assume. No. Wow, gives it away. All right. No delay. 8 shots into the core of Lazer Sharks. No. Sorry, that was not the first objective phase. That was the second objective phase. Sorry about that. 28 to 32. Man, I am apparently getting quite hungry today. Sorry about that, everyone. My apologies. I've been thinking about tacos. I was actually thinking about my grocery list just now. I was like, okay, beef, sour, just thinking about making tacos for dinner. I have soup. Like, I bought soup a while ago. Like, it's just ramen, and it's not like it goes bad, really. And I'm like, I could just make ramen. But tacos sound so freaking good for dinner. And then I'd have leftovers for like 2-3 days. Probably like 3 days. Probably 3 days. Eric the Swift getting pushed around a little bit. Nice! Blind from May. The slow is applied as well from that slush, or that snowball. Snowball, snow blind. I forget which one it is. Snow blind. But they're not able to close the distance. Bot is going to Hearth out of this bottom lane. Next objective phase coming up here. Murky bribes away a camp. No, he didn't bribe the whole camp, though. Because it's 3-minute cooldown on the camps, right? Wait, no, it's 2:30. Wait, is it 5 minutes? No. Because, wait, no, Murky doesn't even do 50% anymore. What am I talking about? Sorry. I blame chat. Someone in chat a week ago said that it did that. No, I misremembered a little bit there. My bad. It's Nova's the only one who has cooldown reduction on camps. Vikings used to have it. Vikings and Nova used to have it. Murky never did. I was like, wait, the camp is 50%. No, he doesn't have that. Anyway, sorry. Octo grab. Not stopped, but Tychus just drops the damage. Murky still gets the bubble out, and he has rejuvenating bubble too. Ooh, Pluck is in a bit of a rough spot. The extract from Genji. Isolation! And now Brightwing comes in to try and help out. The blink heals are good. Adinra. Helping out in that moment. May gets the kill into Junkrat. Sidesteps the Chattering Teeth. Does have the gotta trap 'em all. Looking at a Chattering Teeth, and as well as the Sticky Wicket. No big ass. target the enemy heroes. And still no boss taken. Top lane bell tower converted in favor for Murloc Inquisition. We're not at 12-minute, 12:30, so no upgrade onto the bell tower. No center point teleport open. Junkrat just respawning. Next objective phase, singular altar in the bottom of the map. It'd be nice to convert that back over to, or convert that for Lazer Sharks, since they did lose their bell tower in top lane. But I think between Junkrat, Genji, there's a lot of good poke damage onto this Sapper camp, which isn't even going to be able to get in to range for a charge on this bottom lane. Dahaka still matched up against Murky in the double soak. I am really curious quickly, what is the soaking looking like? Murky actually with some crazy good amounts of soak. How many times has Murky died? Murky's died 3 times? I gotta say, Murloc Inquisition, they're doing so good with Murky. And I mean, are we really surprised? Cocoon onto Tychus, very good target. X-Strike from Genji, doesn't get as much damage as they're looking for. Riptire immediately coming out as well. Ancestor Healing, oh my god! The Ancestor Healing comes through just in time with 140-something HP on Pluck. I do believe Murky goes down to the top lane to Dahaka. He's gonna start pushing things up against that fort that was pushed, or captured by Murky. So I keep using the word converted, trying to change up my verbiage and vocabulary here. Mamandir Odin summoned down by Tychus. Eric so very low on this Anubrak. The target is Junkrat. He falls. Total Mayhem won't get any sort of counter kill value. Genji tries to get out of here. The isolation not connecting. And 3 shots go into the core of Murloc Inquisition. Speaking of Murloc Inquisition, though, Sapper Camp from Murky was grabbed, pushing that into top lane. Really quickly want to check and see. 1 stack of bribe. He had 12 available, and you need 8 per bribe. Murky actually going to come up here. He's going to bubble in, but I don't know if he's actually going to delay out Dahaka. Okay, wait a second. That is a really good puffer. Didn't even have Wrath of Cod. Didn't even have a 6. Didn't even take Wrath of Cod. Going fish oil. Any Murloc mains in chat, why do you take fish oil over Wrath of Cod? Like, if you're going Octo Grab blow up, why not take Wrath of Cod? I'm confused by that. Oh, well, maybe it's probably the fish oil tougher fish. But I feel like you could QWR very easily. I mean, there is that synergy, so I guess I answered my own question, but it's guaranteed tougher. Yeah, that's true, Stark. I just love Wrath of Cod because damage numbers go burr. Sometimes people are really slippery and can dodge the Octograb, put it on full cooldown, so phasing 1 less button is... Oh, that's okay, you make a very good point. Thank you. You make a very good point. Funny enough, in the Please Try This at Home video adjusting, when we did the Octograb Nova Strike... Sorry, my Precision Strike. Sorry, I was blanking on Nova's heroic name. I actually took the spell power at level 4, if I'm not mistaken, in that. And I should have actually taken Tougher Fish. 2 shots from Dahaka into the right core. 6 shots to answer back. And a Sapper as well. Another Sapper, another Sapper. That is 9 shots. 9 shots just went into that core. And another 6 as well. 15 into the core. Boss is not game ending. But it's 4 more damage. Theoretically, Wrath of Cod is always more damage, but sometimes you make sometimes you make do with more guaranteed damage. I would agree with you on that, Stark. I think you make a very good point with that. Oh man, is Murloc Inquisition about to get the boss through which nobody voted for? Say goodbye to your points, everyone. Jeff Bezos just made $5,099 because of your votes. If you did not know, when the channel points go to the void, Jeff Bezos makes real money. And you might be saying, Bahamut, that makes no sense. Of course it doesn't. It's America. Nothing makes sense here. Instead of fixing our economy, let's yell about the president's son. Instead of bettering the future for mankind and your country, let's make it your side versus my side. Instead of working together, let's divide. Oh, Riptire from Junkrat will be met with an Ancestor healing from Rhaegar. No death from that one. Good poke damage from him. Extract from Genji gets into the back line onto Chromie. He has to pop the deflect to back away, and the cybernetic agility over the wall just for safety. A little bit of poke here and there from Genji as well. Got to point out that 20 talents here is almost here for our red squad. Murloc Inquisition will be able to pick it up during the team fight. Murky is split from the team, but he's going to get a free bell tower in top lane, and this fight isn't really going too bad for Murloc Inquisition. Living weapon, we have... I forget the name of this talent. It's something shark. And a shark too, yes. And a shark too. Cannonballs for Junkrat for 3 shots go into the core of Murloc Inquisition. Just think about it. If Murky didn't go Octograb, he could have had infinite March right now, you know? Could have had a, what is it, 100-second cooldown? Oh, man. Can't believe Jeff Bezos just made $5,000 off of Twitch chat. Unfortunate. Tychus is going to do his best to burn through Eric's health bar. Can't get the kill, though. Cocoon was dropped. You didn't have to give him the points. Unfortunately, this is actually a new thing with the new Twitch creator agreement is you have to. It's actually something I agreed to stream on Twitch, so I'm very sorry. I do have to. Oh, the Ancestral healing once again. 3 sappers into the bottom lane bell tower. Murky moves into mid lane to keep pushing things up. Actually, he's going to top? Is there a camp for him to grab? Let me just really quickly check. His bribe stacks are at 2. Yeah, he's going to go back into mid lane. Hey, actually just rotates back down to bottom. I thought Murky was going to go do something somewhere else. Junkrat gets a kill in bottom lane. Murky actually probably could have just split-pushed mid lane during this entire this. Okay. That was weird interaction. Tyke is bopped out of the circle, but he's still getting slapped by the shark. Genji swift strikes past the bell tower. Temporal loop onto him. X strike as a self-cleanse. He hits the deflect. Chromie technically kills herself. And a double altar phase coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Murloc Inquisition looks like they are going to be able to take this. No, Dahaka's got the delay. Just kidding. Murky's over here. GG, well played. That'll be map number 1 over to the side of Murloc Inquisition. Boycott? I can't boycott it. How am I going to make money? How am I going to make those... How am I going to make that money for bandit food? What, am I going to go to YouTube streaming and start all over again? No. Am I going to go to a kick and then it dies in 3 months and then I have to come back to Twitch? No. All right. That is that. Map number 1 over to Murloc Inquisition. They did a fantastic job for that one. All right, let me get a sticky note really quickly. I need to... While we're waiting for ads to get done and get into our next map, let me go ahead and make my grocery list, because I do need to run to the grocery store after stream today. All right, so next map, let's load everything up. I am sorry to inform you, chat, that Murky was banned in map number 2. We will not see a Murloc in map number 2. I am very sorry. It looks like Laser Sharks were just a little too scared of that Murloc. Tenzo, thank you for the redemption. Alright, let's see. While the ads are running, first things first, I guess let's figure out what our gamble's gonna be for this map. Garden of Terror. Q-Build Vala? Yeah, I guess Q-Build Vala. Sorry. Little weird gas All right, so we need, at the grocery store, what do we need? Butter we have, eggs we've got. I need bread. I'm out of bread. Bread. I guess if there's a sale on breakfast meats, we'll get some breakfast meat. Tenzel, thank you for the redemption. We'll do that in a second once I finish writing my grocery list with all of you. It's gonna be a very short list. I'm like mentally going through the aisles of Rayleigh's right now. Body wash. I have stuff like body wash is good. We have hand soap. Taco C. I would love a taco C. Could you imagine? Could you imagine just a sea of taco? You just dip your hand in and just scoop up some tacos. I'd love a taco C. All right, yeah. So no, I'm like mentally going through how I go through Rayleigh's, so that way I can like go through every aisle in my head and write everything down. So yeah, taco seasoning would be next. Taco seasoning. We need sour cream. I was gonna get some at a different grocery store, but they only had like this giant jar, like a vat of it, I guess you could say, and I just don't need that much sour cream. We need ground beef. We need ground beef. We need tomatoes. Maybe some lettuce. I don't know if I really want much lettuce. I'm not gonna use most of it. Cheese I've got. Beans I have. I have lemons. Maybe we get some chicken nuggets. Some chicken nuggets kind of sound good as like a quick meal to do. All right, so we got bread, breakfast meat, taco seasoning, sour cream, ground beef, tomatoes, maybe some lettuce, nuggets. You know what I could get instead of lettuce is actually, I said I wasn't going to do it, but you know what I could get instead of lettuce is I could just get avocado. I should just get avocado instead. Oh, I need chips. I need chips. I need chips to make, yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think, like, that's a good list. That's probably still, like, $50. Bread, breakfast meat, taco seasoning, sour cream, ground beef, tomato. Oh, I need beer. That's where it becomes $50 is when I buy the beer. That's the expensive part, really. It's realistically like 30-40 bucks worth of the food. Alrighty, chat. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Oh, we had Tenzel. Oh, sorry about that, Tenzel. We've already done a teeth cleaning today, so let's do a regular treat for the good boy. My good boy! Aren't you the best? Yeah. Aren't you? You know what, chat? Why not? You've been pretty good today, chat. Why not a third? A third one? Oh my god, he got 3. He got 3. Oh my god. Alright, chat. We're getting into another game. We're gonna do Vala stacking, but as I'm getting ready for this game, I have a question for all of you. I have a question for everyone, but I would say it's more geared towards the women in the channel, in the sense of this is just a etiquette question. So if I'm at the well, let me write this guy. I can't type and write. How many stacks for Vala level 1? 40 or more, 39 or less. I don't know. We're going to Garden of Terror. We'll do that. So, okay, before we get into this question. Everyone can answer, but I just, the women in the channel, I'm kind of polling you for this one. If you're sitting at a beach minding your own business by yourself, is it bothersome for someone to come up to you and ask you for your number? There was a very pretty woman at the beach on Monday, and I was sitting there, and like she was minding her own business, I was minding my own business, but I was like, man, she is cute. I should try it. What? Nancy, what? Yo, That is insanely generous. Thank you for $50 freaking dollars. Thank you so much, Nancy. Holy hell, that is insanely generous. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You have no idea, actually. That is very nice of you. Thank you so very much for helping me out. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. That caught me out of nowhere. Holy crap. You got me right in the feels, Nancy. You got me right in the feels with that one. I don't know why, but you hit me right in the heart with that. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you seriously for that generous donation. Thank you so very much. I very much appreciate it. On the left-hand side, we have Lazer Sharks with a Joanna, ETC, Mephisto, Brightwing, Sergeant Hammer. Murloc, Inquisition with a Hanzo, Anubrak, Rhaegar, Vala, Dahaka. Now, I have a little gamble for all of you. How many Q stacks for Vala? Hey, Vala's going to be building out her Q, and we will be tracking that for our little gamble here, so go ahead and get your predictions in. You've got 2 minutes. I think you just asked her respectively, but also like jump through zero social etiquette but I also jumped through zero social etiquette hoops, so just ask for what, that's true, Stark, yeah. It's just one of those things that it's like, in my brain, maybe she's just having a day off and she just doesn't want to be bothered. So, like, that's where my brain immediately goes, is like, oh, like, don't bother her, like. So it's just, I don't know. Like, it's one of those weird mental things where it's like, I don't care if she if I was like, hey, can I give you my number? And she's like, ew, I have a boyfriend. That doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I'm not like afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of bothering someone who really doesn't want to be bothered. Does that make sense? I'm from the Midwest. That also maybe explains a thing or two. More of them see what the vibe is. She can always say no, and you're like, okay, and then it's, exactly, Stark, exactly. I have no way to understand if I'm bothering someone without them saying no. That's a good point. Invite her to stuff with friends. See how it goes. Hi, random woman that I don't know at the beach. Would you like to come over to my friend's house and have beers and play cornhole? We're not murderers, I swear. No, I think, Chad, I think you're right. I think I should have just gone over and been like, hey, hello, my name is Bahamut. I wouldn't say that, actually. I think that would be like, oh, why are you calling yourself Bahamut? Or 50-50, they could be like, oh, dude, I love Dungeons & Dragons. 50-50 on that one, man. Or Final Fantasy, you know? All right, chat, you've bolstered me, all right. Next time. Bandit is the key. Bandit was at the beach with me, actually. He would have walked over, too. He was actually, when she's, because I was at the beach first, and she, like, there, you know, there's spots on the beach. It's a beach. And she biked over and, like, sat, like, maybe, like, 20, 30 feet away from me. Like, as people average would space out on a beach, kind of. The moment she was, like, setting, like, when she, like, sat down her bike and was, like, setting everything up on her, like, area, Bandit was sitting there staring, just, like, whining. So it would have been a fair excuse to been like, hey, my dog really wants to say hi to you. Oh, chat, we had a perfect opportunity. Lost opportunity, I know. I'm realizing it now. You know what? Maybe she'll be at the beach again this Monday. Maybe. My dog wants to say hi to you. I honestly think that's it. And then I can just gauge it from there. If she's like, ew, then I know she's not a good human because she doesn't like dogs. Bandit specifically, no. People are welcome to not like dogs. You know, it's different for everybody. I haven't talked about this game at all. I'm so sorry, everyone. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, I saw that too. I saw that too, Gato. I saw that too, and I was like, that's brilliant. Chicka Chicka Slim Shady. No. All right. Thank you, chat. Well, we'll try it again on our Sunday, Monday day off, you know? We'll try again. Worst case, I come back with a new story. Best case, I come back with a new story. Joanna Sin's exposed. We've got full. We got the hammer talents. We have the advanced artillery, regenerative biosteel, and hover siege mode. 1, 4, and 7. We're not going to be seeing any sort of self cleanse. At level 4 for the Sergeant Hammer. Hanzo full scatter build. 10 out of 20 stacks on that one. And Vala for our gamble. Wow, not a single person gambled because I think we're all a little distracted with my other question. At 7 stacks currently. Deck card coin jumping in on Mephisto, trying to get in here and find a bit of value. ETC with a power slide through, looking at Rhaegar, gets a chain heal as he breaks away. Earth Living Enchantment level 4. Now, I talk about this talent a lot, and I'll show you all why I bring it up, because it is a big one for Rhaegar here. Level 4 Earth Living Enchantment, when chain heal heals a hero below 50% health, they are healed for an additional 219 over 4 seconds. That also scales per level. I do believe that it's more than just a baseline amount over time. Hanzo with a Sonic Arrow over the wall gets the delay into ETC. He repositions and he gets the channel. 2nd out of 3 seeds over to the side of Lazer Sharks. Building momentum here in map number 2 in our 5th best of 5 of the day. Thank you again, chat, for the advice. I appreciate it a ton. Y'all are sweet to me today. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, lurking, chatting. Not complaining about ads. I don't think a single person has complained about ads today, which is awesome. Rarely people ever do, but I don't know. I appreciate it. Thank you. I gotta run a lot of ads to also try and make ad revenue money. Thank you, thank you. Oh, stop. Y'all are sweet to me. 10 talent tier on the horizon. Why am I not seeing ads? Because you're a generous human who subscribes to the channel and supports Bandit. Also, my relationship experience is wait for Chloe to show up, be surprised, so I don't know how useful my info is. No, but Stark, you actually make a good point, though. You make a good point. Like, how can I know I'm annoying someone if I don't actually talk to them, you know? Like, we could literally both be sitting there at the beach like, I hope he talks to me. I hope she talks to me. And then I leave. So you make a good point though. You do make a very good point with that. It's simple, but it's direct. Yeah, could be singing, yeah. She could be hoping I talk to her. I mean, that's like the modern day motif with I feel like that's always been the motif with a lot of relationship stuff. It's usually like, oh, he needs to initiate.
A seed has been planted.
Granted,
before you know it.
One of my longest relationships back in university, that was actually, Megan came up to me and was like, you know, I told my mom I was gonna marry a guy with a beard like yours. Can I give you my number? Now, granted, that did happen, but that was a long time ago. ETC stage dives in. The Durance of Hate from Mephisto not connecting. Huge Dragon Arrow from Hanzo will slice, it will dice. And Brightwing will go down. Camp will be invaded as well. What is the healing over time for Earth Living Enchantment? I do want to check, yeah. 246. So the scaling on it, we've had about 3 levels since I last checked it. So it scales not by a ton. It's a very small scale. It was 219 at level 8, and at level 11, it is 246. Oh, 100% Gato. Like, if she quite literally was like, if I got a negative reaction, I'd be like, all right, well, have a nice day. Like, I'm not gonna throw a temper tantrum. Literally, if she was like, I have a boyfriend, I'd be like, all right, cool. Hey, have a nice day. Channel is is being contested as ETC does go down. I was watching Eric the Swift cancel that channel. Ooh, good burrow charge in. Brush stock flank from Dahaka lands the drag. Soothing Mist from Brightwing will get the cleanse. Meanwhile, Joanna's trying to push back the enemy while Dahaka's still pressuring onto Sergeant Hammer. And here comes the Dark Swarm. I was about to say, how is Pluck alive? A new Brack with the channel. Sergeant Hammer's Napalm Strike doesn't get the delay. And another camp will be invaded. I gotta say, Murloc Inquisition doing a great job here in map number 2. Looked a little shaky at first, but even then. Scoffing at the Sergeant Hammer composition and continuing to push in lanes. Beetle build for a Nubarak. He's got those mad lads, the burning beetles. Stage dive in from ETC, focusing on to Rhaegar. Durance of Hate will go out onto Nubarak, connecting into Rhaegar as well. Cocoon from Nubarak says, bye-bye, Mephisto. And Joanna can't close the distance, find any CC. Bless Shield just came off cooldown. Brightwing to Haka bottom lane. 2 out of 3 seeds for both teams. We're going to see a Garden Tear fairly soon here, chat. Crazy people say on dating apps, and it's like these guys are... Oh, yeah. I see that stuff like... I mean, Jules and I used to talk about that all the time. Like, we'd have weekly one-on-ones, and we just talk about random stuff. And work and stuff. Work and things for wisdom. And, yeah, like, the insanity of, like... That stuff's crazy to me. Like, I guess some people just can't take rejection, or... I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just that's so perplexing to me. It's like, I'm the sweetest little angel, and it's like, oh, I'm not interested in you. It's like, oh, well, why you gotta be such a bitch? Like, Jesus Christ. Looks like she avoided something very good there, or very bad there. Yeah, I've literally had people be like, hey, you know what? We've gone on a date. It's not for me. I wish you all the best. And, like, my response is like, cool. I hope we can be friends. And if not, I wish you the best. Like, whatever, man. It's just, it's so weird to me that that's just like that visceral reaction immediately. Like, damn. How are people like this? Bottom fort shall go down. Man, I'm so off topic. I apologize. Vala with 30 stacks for Vala, but she goes down as well. I can't believe no one voted on this gamble. That is comical to me. Alrighty. Ooh, Concussa are entrenched for Sergeant Hammer. Gonna create some terrain. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Is it not entrenched that creates the terrain? I guess that's the 16? No. Where is that talent? What is that talent? Barricade is at 4. Wow, okay. Sorry. My bad. Oh, Barricade. Yeah, I thought it was late. I thought it was later in the build. I did have a question on it. That's the reason I was bringing this up, actually. Because I made this realization. If you do Barricade and you have a Diablo on your team, can Diablo Shadow Charge into that as terrain? Like a Tassadar Force Wall? Does anyone know in chat? This is where my brain goes. I'm just curious. Unsure if it counts as terrain. Yes, yeah. Barricade is a wall. Yeah, but here's the storm walls, I'm doing air quotes, are relative. I mean, Diablo can like push people out of entombs. Hogger can spin out of entombs as well. So it's just like not Hogger. Yeah, does Hogger bounce through or not bounce? Does he just pass through it? Does it work like an entomb, or he just goes through? Hogger doesn't bounce off force walls, does he? I don't think he does.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
Thank you for starting your, thank you for reminding me to start my grocery list. Oh, you're welcome. I try and write a grocery list, and then I usually forget it at home, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just remember it. Like, I'll get halfway to the grocery store, which is, I don't know, 5 minutes down the road, whatever. So I'm like a 2-minute drive. I could just turn around and get my grocery list. I'm like, no, I'll remember. And then I get home and I'm like, I forgot 4 things. Good job. You can't ride on Tassadar Wall with Lucio, but you can shadow charge into it with Diablo. So that's what I'm saying, like, walls, air quote around walls, are a really relative thing in Heroes of the Storm outside of actual terrain on the map. Sage dive in from the ETC. We've got 16 talents here apiece. Cocoon onto Mephisto will connect as Eric the Swift is trying to back away. Gets the Ancestor healing, but it will be denied a little bit from Sin's exposed Joanna. She will fall to Dahaka. Deck card coin on Mephisto. Tries to jump away in a shade of Mephisto. Dragged by Dahaka almost immediately. Rhaegar gets a bite on the butt, and that is a quick and delicious double kill. But the cow is cooked. Barbecue for dinner. We're going to Texas. Yeehaw, ladies and gentlemen.
Triple kill.
Your deck is really hard. I'd hope it would be. I mean, usually they're made of solid wood, but I mean, I guess maybe like plastic is something people are doing to worsen the world. We need lewd Victoria Joanna, who has shins exposed. Holy shit, Stark, that's clever. I like that. Look, if we can have Dreadlord Jaina, we can have lewd Victorian Joanna with shins exposed. Endurance of Hate goes straight into the face of Murloc Inquisition. The stage dive from ETC will be met by a Rain of Vengeance of Vala. Smokey getting pushed around on the Stahaka. No health over time for them. ETC traded in the moment. Another cocoon into Mephisto. Hanzo lining up the shot. I think he actually missed it. Sorry, not to flame the player, but I think Mephisto didn't get hit by a Stormbow right there. Boss or Garden Terror in mid will confirm the keep, and it... Whoa, Vala, calm down! ETC was cooked up earlier and served for dinner, but Vala comes through with the Quadra at the end. The Ancestor healing Mephisto, dip diving and dodging out. He wants to get back into the Hall of Storms. Got to save that KDA here in Heroes Lounge, but I do believe no one expected the Murloc Inquisition on the side of Laser Sharks, and this will be a 2-0 for our team here in Division 3 of Heroes Lounge. GG. Well played. Joanna's siege damage was very nice. Very nice. I've never done one of those grocery store pickup things where you are like Instacart or whatever. I got nothing against it. Like, if you want to use it, use it. I got nothing against it whatsoever. I like the adventure of going to the grocery store. I like that whole rigmarole.